Didn't think it would do it that quick. So we got to finish. So I left off by talking about the average house in the U.S. is $419,200. If you put $8,000 down and you get a 6.98% interest rate, your payment is going to be $2,768.49 just to get $400 a month off of this house. You will have to rent it out at $3,168.49. Look how much you had to pay for it, and look how much you had to rent it out for to get $400. And I can tell you firsthand, stuff happen in people's lives. They don't always got their rent, because it done happened to me many times. Well, by percentages, it's done happened some, but if you look at how many total rent payments I done made compared to the times of trouble, it's a big disparity. But times of trouble did come. And sometimes intentionally. But anyway, you had to sell that house $3,168 just to make $400. Now, what if you live in an area like mine, then it don't even make sense to pay that much for a property that you're trying to rent out. So let's recalculate based on, my area. Go on here. Hold on. I'm going to write this down. All right, y'all, I'm ready. So $200,000. You put $20,000 down, which you got to save. Like I always say, you're going to have to save anyway and go. You ain't going to get no $20,000 from a paycheck unless you in the NBA or some stuff. You're going to have to save anyway and go. That's why I don't see what people argue. So even to invest in real estate, you're going to have to save for a while. So these guys is basically saying that over time, like if you pay for 30 years, your total loan payment on $200,000 will be $420,554. And just pay cash, or just look at it like I don't look at houses. I say, okay, I'm gonna live in this house. Actually, wait a minute. Are they saying my payment is wrong? Oh, shoot. Your loan estimate, total monthly payment. No, it's not $1,168. That's even worse, y'all. Watch this. It's $1,688.19. So to make $400 a month, you're gonna have to rent this property out at $2,088.19 and hope that nothing breaks down. See what I'm talking about? And you had to spend $20 to get it. That's why I say, okay, your house, live in it. Keep building your wealth up. You can move up in house, move up in area. If you save your money. They say, well, real estate is better than saving. Look, man, you 20 in the hole. It's going to take you, let's calculate. That's $4,800 a year. If nothing happens, you hoping. $4,800 a year times 4 is $1,900 $19,200. So you still got another $800 to make. So that's 4 years and 2 months to get your $20,000 back if nothing happens. Now, if you make it, this is why I say use it to maintain. I'm gonna buy real estate. I'm gonna live in it. As I get wealthier, I'm gonna have rental properties. I'm not gonna go crazy with it because I'm not handy, but I am gonna have them. So it's gonna take you 4 years and 2 months. No. Over time, anything you do, if you consistent with saving, if you consistent with real estate, if you consistent buying gold, you consistent with your index fund, it's going to grow. But what I suggest is put saving at the top. Because if something happens in this house, you need a roof or anything, that's coming out of your pocket. So every time you have to pay something, that $400 start over. Depending on what you got to pay. If you have to pay $1,600 for something, now you going backwards 4 months. You got to come back with that 4 months, and then y'all get what I'm saying? So now if you can go 7 years, nothing happening with your property, you'll see a little profit coming in every month. 400. So by the 4 year, 2 month mark, nothing happened. You make it to 7 years. You have been made your money back. Plus, what's this? 2 years and 10 months. So that's $9,600. That's $10,400 in profit. Depending on you too. If you a person that's frugal, you let the money hit your bank, you'll be profiting. By the year 7, you've been made $10,400. And you 7 years in to 23, you got 23 more to pay. Now, you could sell the house, like if you're in a good area, you could sell a house, then it's a better investment over time. So I'm not telling you not to invest. I'm telling you not to rely on it, because things happen and people is crooks. Somebody been and sold you a house, did something wrong with the electrical, and then the house burned down. You said that's why you get an inspection. Inspections are not 100% foolproof. So with investments, you need everything to go well. With saving, you don't. It's there. At least for now, as long as they don't make no weird changes. You say 20,000 and you patient like that. What he got in his mouth? Where you get that at? Is that a cookie? You go another 10 years, you could buy you a house. You say, oh, that's a horrible investment. Again, you still relying on hope. I don't believe a house is a horrible investment. I just think it depends on the house you buy, and it depends on the area, how hot it is. How many people want to live in your area? Man, what is that he got? He mashing it too. Oh, he just took a big bite out of it. Look how he's spinning it around. See the difference between squirrels? He refusing to even eat that whole thing. The way he moving, it seemed like he calling other squirrels. Unlike people, we supposed to be at the top. And it look like he hiding it in the bush so he can go get his boys to come back and they all can eat it. That whatever he got was practically big as him. But y'all get the point I'm making. You save $400 a month for 20 years. Let's do the math. 10 years is 40,000. 20 years is 80. You could buy a way better house in some of these areas. Like if you don't care where you live, you can move somewhere like Arkansas or Mississippi. You put $80,000 down on the house. You where the rich people in that state live. But who's to say how much the house is gonna be worth? Really, it's 4,800. That's 48,000. It's 96,000. If you save $400 a month for 20 years, you say, "Oh well, man, if you save $400 a month for 20 years with an S&P, you're gonna be a millionaire." That's why you save another $400 a month in your S&P. Now y'all finna see where I'm going with this. Let's do some math. Let me switch hands so I can write with my right hand. Say you have 5 business, or you selling 5 products. I'm finna show you why people from other countries with these stores and gas stations are getting rich right here in the U.S. while these working people are living check to check. And I told y'all, I be looking at the receipts. So when I look at the receipt, I rarely even see people with over 1,000 in their account. Let's say you sell 5 products. One of them, you can get 200 units. 200 units. You get 200 pieces for 30. Let me see. 10. 100. 200. You get 200 pieces for $300, let's just say. The second one, you can get 100 pieces for let's say it's some chips or something. You get 100 bags of chips and you paying $180. So that's 2. Now 3. Well, let's just do these 2 because this is gonna take too long. So the first product, you selling it. You got 200 of them for $300, and you selling it for $12. Let's just say it's some cigarettes. 12 times 200. Wait, 12 times 10 is 120. 12 times 100 is 1,200. So you making, let's see, 120, $1,200. You making $3,600 on $300. Now the second product, you pay $180 for 100 pieces. You selling them for, let's say, $269. You're gonna make $269 just from that one. So one thing you made $3,600, the other thing you made $269. That's just two things that you done made $600 or wait, hold on, my writing too sloppy. Let me start over. Okay, here we go. Two things. You done made $3,869 off two products. And you got a store full of products. Some of them gonna sell more, some of them gonna sell less. Even the stuff you gotta throw out. The stuff that you sell, when you dealing with wholesale, they gonna give you the wiggle room to make a profit. Now imagine you doing that with 5 stores full of products. You selling those Zen things, you selling those vapes, you selling cigarettes, but you also selling Doritos, blunts. You making a profit off everything in your store, except for maybe a couple things. And you got 5 stores. Who doing better? The person that's